Okay, new video with the Goaty goats. I have put out there, of course they're eating the cedar branches right now, but I have put out some more cucumber and some rainbow carrots. Being picky, eating the orange carrots first. That was a piece of cucumber. And the white stuff that Zacchaeus is looking at but not really eating yet is some turnip. And they've never had turnip before. So it may be the last thing they decide to eat because they're not used to that smell. How you doing, Zacchaeus? Now, we found out this morning the name for the pattern of coloring that Zacchaeus has. I've mentioned in previous videos that this wonderful speckled ear and nose thing is called frosting. But the other coloring that he has as a black Nigerian dwarf goat is down on his feet. He's got this sort of tan, rusty color. But in the front of each leg, he's got this wonderful black bar. He's got a little bit of that tan under his belly. He's got lighter color under his chin, which you can't see right now because it's facing the other way. And that's okay. Let him eat. But that coloring that he has is something like, and I probably pronounce it wrong, so forgive me, it's new to me. It's like sundgau. And it's an unusual pattern for Nigerian dwarf goat. I don't mean the white on him, because any goat can have white patterns here and there. But I'm talking more about, you know, this tan on his belly and on his legs and a little bit by his eyes. But then he's got this black bar in the front of each leg. So something along the lines of sundgau is what his pattern is. And Skye, he's just a plain old black Nigerian dwarf goat. Though it turns out, as much as you see black dwarf goats that are Nigerian, black is actually a recessive trait. Did you know that? It's recessive, it's not dominant. Anyway, his star or letter C or whatever on his forehead is just a white pole. P-O-L-E, pole. And that's my wonderful Skye. So you can see his legs a little bit now. You can see a little bit under his chin. And you can see the stripes on his face. Sundgau. Now, Jedha here. Jedha is not a black Nigerian dwarf goat. Jedha is a gold, or maybe even cream, because the coloring is such a light color. But his pattern, because of this dark stripe here, see this dark stripe? He's got a little black on his tail. You can see his dark color on his face, by his eyes. Jedha, Jedha, Jedha. And also has the same black area under his belly. And you can see his legs are black. Jedha, Jedha, Jedha. But light colored in the front. So this coloring is called chamois. Now, it might be chamois and pronounced the S. I'm not sure, but I think it's French, and that's probably not pronouncing the S. Chamois. If it was not a boy, because he's a wether, if he was a girl, you would call it chamoisie. And you pronounce that S. Chamois. And that's Jedha's pattern. And I just learned this stuff about some of the pattern of the coloring of the goats, so I wanted to share. So we have sundgau pattern on the black twin over here. And no pattern here, just a black Nigerian dwarf goat. But he does have a white poll, the white spot on his head. And then Jedha is a golden. And we would say that's a chamois, or chamois maybe, for him. And both Jedha and Skye have wattles on their necks right here. They don't have any function that I know of, or that I could find out anywhere. Some goats have them, some goats don't. Zacchaeus does not have any wattles. And then, of course, my black twins have blue eyes, and Jedha has brown. So that's my goats. That's their coloring. This is how they like their food. Eating a few new vegetables. Cucumber being new to them for the last video I made. And turnip being new, period, as you can tell from the very, very white pieces of vegetable that are being overlooked. That's the turnip. And I'm sure they'll like it just fine. They just haven't ever had it before. It'll probably be the last thing they decide to eat. Getting some cucumber while they're eating off of the cedar. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for visiting with us again. And I hope I did a good job explaining the pattern of coloring on the goats. Apparently the sundgau is something they don't have a lot of. It's another thing that makes Zacchaeus unique and handsome. He's a handsome boy. Jedha, Jedha, Jedha. All right. Skye. Skye. All right, boys. Have a good day, you guys. We'll see you again soon.